Hello everyone, my name is Sue from Candles Off Maine, and today I wanted to talk to you about Lampe Berger, how to use a Lampe Berger lamp. Lampe Berger is a product that was designed over 100 years ago by a French pharmacist to purify the air in hospitals. Over the years it's evolved into a residential product, so there's over 100 different lamps available, different colors and styles and price ranges, and there's over 40 different fragrances to choose from. The packaging of the fragrances is changing to a white bottle, so don't let this throw you. This is the old bottle, it's brown bottle, it's changing to a white bottle. Lampe Berger is a great product for removing odors. It also fragrances and it kills airborne bacteria. So in our house I use it when we're cooking to remove cooking odors, pet odors. It also removes cigarette odors. I also use it when my kids are sick to get rid of the germs in the air, to clean and purify the air. And for me in my home, I really like this during the day for fragrance because it's not a constant flame. So I don't have to keep an eye on it like a candle. My household is too hectic and too busy during the day for candles for me, so I really like to use my Lampe Berger lamp during the day. Okay, so to use a Lampe Berger lamp, what you want to do is, all the Lampe Berger lamps come with a vented cap and a solid snuffer cap. They come with this wick that's connected to like a ceramic burner on the top. And what you want to do to use your lamp is you want to fill it with your fragrance oil. I've got a little cloth down because the fragrance oils are flammable. You do want to use caution in handling them. I'm on a porous surface. I would recommend doing this by a sink or on a non-porous surface. But do use care when handling the fragrance oils because they are flammable. So what you want to do with your lamp is, all the lamps also come with a funnel. You want to use the funnel to fill your lamp. I like to fill my lamp about 3/4 of the way full. I don't like to fill it all the way. I think it needs air to work. The older style wicks required air to work, so I'm still kind of in that mode. I like to give it a little bit of an air in there. So you could blend your fragrance oils. I've got some lavender and some eucalyptus. I'm trying to create a spa fragrance. If I get the recipe down, I'll let you know. I highly recommend neutral fragrance oil. And neutral will remove odors and kill airborne bacteria, but it doesn't fragrance. So you can blend as much neutral as you like with any of the fragrance oils to soften them. So if you find the fragrance oils to be too strong in your house, just use as much neutral as you need to soften it. So I'm going to put a little bit of neutral in my lamp. I've already got some in there already, so I'm just going to put just a little bit in. I've already added my lavender, I did that earlier, and I'm going to add some eucalyptus. Now when you first get your lamp and your wick is totally brand new and dry, or anytime your lamp has been empty for a while and your wick is totally dry, fill it with fragrance oil and let that wick soak for 20 minutes in the lamp to get it nice and wet before you try and light it. So I filled my lamp, it's up to about here. I'm going to put my wick in. My wick is already a little bit wet because I did put the lavender in earlier to make sure that it would light. Like I said, if your wick is totally dry, just let it soak for 20 minutes in here, like this. Press it down firmly. If you need to let it soak for 20 minutes. After the 20 minutes, just light it. I'm going to move everything else away. And again, it is flammable, so if you had any oil leak on the lamp or leak on the table, make sure you clean it up and get it nice and dry. You don't want to light your lamp if it's soaked in oil because it's all going to light. Okay, so put the wick in there nice and firmly and then just light it. And it's going to be a pretty big flame. So you do want to use caution when you're lighting it. Make sure there's nothing overhead or anything around. It's a pretty big flame, but there's no smoke, no soot. It's just this big flickery flame. And what you'll find is that eventually that flame is going to die down and it's going to get kind of small and kind of subtle. You want to leave it like this for 2 minutes to really heat up that stone. The way that Lampe Berger works is it's a catalytic converter. And lighting it for 2 minutes heats up that stone. The wick that's inside the lamp soaks up the oil so that when the stone is hot, it burns off the fragrance oil. All of the fragrance oils are alcohol based, and that's how they kill airborne bacteria, so they get rid of the germs in the air. Lampe Berger will remove odors best in the room that it's in, so I like to have mine in my kitchen or maybe in my laundry where my dog is. It kills airborne bacteria in the room that it's in, so if you do have kids or people that are sick in the house, move it around from room to room to kill the germs throughout the house. The fragrances can travel throughout the house. We've got one customer, he lives in a 3-story townhouse, he puts his Lampe Berger lamp in the basement, and the fragrance travels all the way up. I find that it travels best vertically, and it will travel horizontally as long as there's not a lot of walls. If it's an open space, it will travel horizontally. But it can fragrance pretty evenly throughout your home. It is one of the more fragrant items that we have in our store. But like I said, if it's too fragrant, just add some neutral. You could soften it. The other thing with the Lampe Berger lamps is that you just light it for 2 minutes and then you blow it out. In my house, it removes odors really quickly in about 10, 15, 20 minutes. It fragrances enough for me in 20 minutes. And some people like to leave it fragrancing for hours. The longer you let it fragrance, the more oil you're going to go through. And I'll show you how to stop it in a minute. But it's a relatively fast and efficient product. So if you like a lot of fragrance, or if you want to fragrance fast, Lampe Berger is a great way to go. It's also the best product we have in the store for removing odors, and it's completely safe and non-toxic. So what you want to do is, like I said, let it burn for 2 minutes. I can see already that my stone's getting nice and hot. My flame is calmed down. It's kind of nice and small right now. It looks like it's ready to blow out, so I'm going to go ahead and blow it out. And then what you want to do is put the vented top on. And you're going to feel a little bit of heat coming off the top of the lamp. That lets you know that it's working. But there's no smoke, there's no flame, so you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to keep an eye on it like you do with candles. Obviously, you want to be safe. You don't want curtains nearby. This does get hot. But you can tell it's working because it gives off a little bit of heat. And like I said, you can leave it like this 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 2 hours. Eventually, it will go through all the fragrance oil and it will stop, and that's completely fine. In my lamp, the amount of fragrance oil I have in here, this will last about 6 to 8 hours before it's eventually going to run out of oil. What I like to do, I like to preserve my oils. So I just use mine for about 10, 15, 20 minutes. Whenever you're ready, you just take the solid top. This does get hot, so use caution. You might want to use an oven mitt or something when you remove it. Remove the vented cap, put on the solid top. That's how you stop it. It's that easy. Fragrance oils come in 2 sizes, small size and a large size. The large size is a much better value. It's almost twice the size for only about $10 more. So if once you like a fragrance, get it in a larger size. If you do get neutral, I highly recommend the larger size because it is a better value. Like I said, there's lots of fragrance oils to choose from, and Lampe Berger is constantly coming out with new fragrances. We put them on our website as soon as they're available. And that's it. If you have any questions or if you need any assistance with your Lampe Berger lamp, feel free to call us or email us. If you've got any comments, I know there's a lot of customers out there that absolutely rave about Lampe Berger. Lampe Berger customer in our store is the best Lampe Berger salesperson because they will just take the floor and just rave about it, how much they love it. Some people have 7 or 10, they collect them, they put them in every room in their house. It's a great product, customers love it. If you want, post a comment. If you've got a great recipe that you love, post it on our blog. We'd love to hear from you, and thank you.